Hi, today we're going to be doing a Call of Duty Black Ops 3 unboxing review on some information. So here's the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 for PS4. So, yeah, Microsoft kind of flipped the deal and reversed it with Sony. So as you may know, Microsoft, all the Xbox players out there, usually they got, the maps and DLC stuff like a month before PlayStation users. And then PlayStation users was like, hey, Toad, hey, a month later, don't worry, you get the stuff. It was true, but later I'd been noticing, like, in Ghosts, it was a month and a half later we had to wait. And in Advanced Warfare, it was 2 months before we got the DLC. So while we got our first DLC, while we were waiting to get our first DLC in Sony, for our Sony fans out there, all the Microsoft fans got 2 DLCs. They got, the first month and the second month, and by the time that they were on their third month, we got our first month. Yeah. So yeah, someone said, you know what? Our fans are getting really mad. Let's flip it, switch it. Now Sony gets it a month first, and all you Microsoft players, haha, now you gotta wait. That's what they kind of said that they were doing this year. So yeah. It says, new Freetown included. That's, standard with all the Call of Duty series. It's Newtown, so Newtown from Black Ops 1, original classic, how you want to call it. Because, Black Ops 2, Newtown, and now this is Black Ops 3, so Newtown. Treyarch and Activision. 1 and 2 players. Online play optional. 500 gigabytes? Wow, that's kind of a lot. I mean, your whole console, if you bought like the older gen of PS4, up to the Batman one. I don't know if the Star Wars one has it. I think that one, the Star Wars one, might be a 500 gigabyte, or maybe it's a 112 byte. I'm not sure about the Star Wars one, but I know the Plane one, I think the Last of Us one, the Batman one, those are all 500 gigabytes. So you might be saying, hey, it's only 55 gigs. You have a 500 gig. What do you worry about? Well, 50 gigs is still eating away a lot at your memory. It's not like, oh hey, it's 50 megabytes. It's 50 gigs. So yeah. Almost like Xbox, where you gotta pick and choose what games you want because you can't buy them all because of how much data they're taking up. Which, in one way I can see that's kind of cool because they take up more data, so you mean the graphics, the movement of the game is going to be a lot better. And another way that means less games for you to play because it's eating away at more memory, which means less games that you have to actually download or save to your system because of how much memory is taken away from the system. So it's kind of a double-edged sword right there. But anyway, so you kind of get a little preview here what New Freetown is, which is actually just Newtown. Yeah, if you pre-ordered at GameStop, you had access to the beta, which was kind of a lie because it was like, hey, go GameStop, pre-order the game, we give you the access to the beta on the receipt, go redeem it, the code on this website to get the code to then go to play on your consoles or your PC. Well, that is kind of a lie because Treyarch and Activision said, you know what, you only got to pre-order it to get the code to go and try the beta version. They're like, we're just throwing it out there on PS3, 4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PC, all that stuff. By the way, my PS3 and PS4 were down. They were like broken. So now you're saying, well, if your systems are broken, why did you pick up a PS4? Good news. on Wednesday, right before, launch day today, Friday, I got my console fixed. PS3 is still messed up, but at least I could put it down on the PS4 and get all the maps early, like how they said that they switched it, for PlayStation 4, which is awesome right there. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited about that. Also, a little side note: if you buy this for PS3 and Xbox 360, there's no campaign. So if you love to play the story campaign to kind of find out who your enemy is, what's the enemy, what's the reason, what's like their special, like, stat and stuff. Like if you remember from Advanced Warfare, it was the Manticore virus that if it didn't kill you, it turned you into a zombie. And then, that was kind of like the thing, the DNA bomb in the multiplayer, which released, the Manticore virus. And, like Blast 3, not Blast 3, I mean, Modern Warfare 3, it was the Moab and stuff. So, yeah. I kind of like to play the campaign to find out a little bit more about the story. Like Ghosts, I didn't like Ghosts. The story, I mean, it had some heartwarming moments there when Wire got shot outside of Las Vegas. And, like, I think one of the guys was like, "Keep moving!" And I think Hatch was like, "Our dog just got shot! He bit the guy who was going to stab you in the back. You showed some sympathy for the dog. You made sure that dog still lives." I mean, that was a heart-touching moment right there. When Mario got shot. But, actually, I didn't feel too bad when their dad got shot by Wood. Or, in the end, when the brother had shot the other brother and stuff. I know it sure seemed like a heart-touching moment, but, for me, it wasn't. I mean, like, Modern Warfare 3, Captain Vincent Price, when he had Juggernaut's armor on, dropped it, went that quarter round. Oh man, what was his name? I know who it is, I just can't think right now. I was thinking about it last night because I wanted to go and play the game just for the fun of it. Replay it and stuff. Martov, that's the name. Yeah, those moments were pretty cool. I love Blast 2. Sergeant Flint Woods, he was awesome in Blast 2. But yeah. So, here's, this, and also by pre-ordering at GameStop. You got a double-sided poster. You got access to the Giant, which I think is just a reskin of Derice. Or, the other map. I can't recall what the other map is. So, let's take a look at this poster here and see what it looks like. Okay, so if you unroll it this way, going... kind of hard because it kind of rolls up on you. So yeah, if you roll it out this way, you kind of, have the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 release date on it. But if you take it and flip it the other way, you got access to this picture right here, where I don't know if you can see down there, there is kind of like a city. And up here it says, "Only the curse survives," for zombies. So, awesome right there. So the zombie thing is kind of like you know, zombies. You play like in the old, maybe New York gangsters type of style, like town, because it's, you know, a detective, a magician. I want to say like a cargo or something like back then, like one of those. There was someone else too. I know there was 4 characters. I can't recall who the other one was. But you know, there's characters like that. But not only do you get to fight the zombies, there's also like some mutant like buds and stuff. Which to me kind of reminds me of the aliens in Ghosts. But in Ghosts they didn't call them aliens. They called them something else. Cryptids. They called them like cryptids. Which then was like, oh man, what are you talking about? Those are aliens! Why are you calling them cryptids? We all know those are aliens. But that's kind of what it reminds me of. Aliens, you know, there's not aliens, they're like mutant buds and creatures and stuff. And you actually get to become like a mutant monster at some point in the game. Temporary. Because you gotta go to different little spots to activate it and stuff. So yeah. So here's kind of like the price of the games. So PS4. So yeah, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Juggernaut Edition, $200. I really wanted that one, but it was sold out like literally an hour after the video had been posted, saying, "Hey, this is, you know, what the Juggernaut Edition has. This is what every fan will pretty much want." Went up there, try to put it. They're like, "Man," so I'm like, "Dude, the video was just posted like literally an hour ago." I know, we seen the video, sold out. So I tried everywhere. GameStop, Walmart, Toys R Us, Best Buy, Target, Kmart. Nope, all sold out. Look on Amazon. Oh yeah, you can get it for about $400, all the way up to about $800. Not including the shipping fee. I'm like, man, I know I'm a COD fan, I really want this, but I ain't paying that price. So yeah. And then for the standard edition, it's only like $60, which is not bad. And for the hardened edition, it's $80. What you get in the hardened edition? And yeah, I had the same thing just for, you know, Xbox One. Well, I don't have, you know, the game, I'm just telling you that it's not like there's a difference in the prices between Xbox One and PlayStation 4. They're the same price, but what's the difference between the $80 and $60 one? Well, for $80, you don't get this blue plastic. You get the steelbook, and you get the season pass. Which, okay. And what I did, I got, you know, the standard blue plastic edition one. I did get the season pass separately, and by doing it that way, buying the standard, you know, edition and the blue little box for PS4 instead of the metal, you know, steelbook one, and buying, you know, the map pack, you know, season pass separately, I save about $20 by doing that, which allowed me to get some extra stuff that I would, you know, I could buy this year, which was pretty cool. So let's get this open and take a look at what the game looks like. I just figured I'll give you some of that information, but you know, about the pre-order to get the beta access was a joke because they allowed you to play on every console, even without the code. That, you know, by pre-ordering, you got the map, which is awesome. Newtown free. The giant map and stuff. So here it says Newtown free. Ooh, this sounds pretty cool. Call of Duty Heroes. Command your army into epic battles. Dominate with specialists and troops from Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Download for free today and receive $15 of in-game items gifts. Wow, I wonder what that is. That sounds really cool. It would have been cool if they told you what's on the item gifts was, but keeping it a mystery sounds pretty awesome. And you know, season pass, and that's about it. And here's what the game disc looks like. Kind of hard to spin around. It's like really tight in there. But yeah. And the game disc actually doesn't look too impressive. It would have been nice if they had, like, you know, the Black Ops 3 logo really big here, or maybe had the guy on here or something. Because it just looks like original Black Ops 1 and somewhat Black Ops 2, but hey, it's Black Ops 3, so it's pretty cool and stuff. So yeah, that has been the unboxing of Call of Duty Black Ops 3 for the PS4. Remember to rate, subscribe, and leave a comment. Alright, thanks, bye.